Aberdeen, and on our way north, heading towards Inverness, but we're not going to quite get to Inverness because we're going to go see some friends in Lossiemouth. And you never know, they were talking about seeing some dolphins, so fingers crossed for that. And we plugged into the sat-nav a slightly more, what appears to be a slightly more scenic route, so let's hope we see some more of this, of Scotland. Beautiful Scotland.
It's stunning, and look at the weather, it's nippy out there, but beautiful clear blue skies. Kevin was saying that this is the first time he's come to Scotland where it's been
at the
decent
roundabout.
weather.
Take the second exit.
Yeah, we used to come up to Scotland when I was a kid on holiday, and a couple of times I came up on my own, or you know, later on. And whenever I got to Scotland, it rained. One notable weekend, we drove up towards Scotland.
Take the second exit to Great Northern Road.
Got a bit hot. That's the sun coming through the sunroof. Let's make a bit of that anyway. Yeah, we drove up to Scotland to do some cross-country hiking, and we drove up in glorious sunshine all the way to the border, and as soon as we crossed the border it started to rain. We spent the weekend in Scotland in the rain, and as soon as we come back across the border the sun came out. Wasn't the greatest of weekends, but yeah. So far, so good. I haven't jinxed it now.
So do I. Scotland, yeah, absolutely beautiful country. Very impressed. So friendly, so friendly. Van friendly.
At the roundabout, take the second exit to A96.
And we're off to Ness. We're going to see if we can see Nessie. So we're having a nice time. We just spent a few days with family, which was really lovely. Haven't seen them for a year, and we're not going to see them for another year. So that was really nice. Kind of like a little bit emotional, because kids just grow, and thankfully they remembered who we were. But their little one is just one, so we saw her when she was a wee baby, but she really took to us, especially Kevin. Oh my god, she loved you, didn't she?
Yep.
Yeah. So hi to Terry and Sam and the kids, and yeah, we're really enjoying it. The roads are not too bad, the driving's pretty good. We've just been to Tesco's and got diesel for £1.72, which is the cheapest we've seen it in months, so that's good. And yeah, it's a bit nippy up here to say the least.
Take the second exit.
We are getting autumnal colours, and it's all very nice. There's nothing to really complain about. It's all good. We stayed at a nice campsite for a few days as well, so we got a lot of editing done. So I'm almost caught up, not quite, but almost. So you might see this March 2023.
Hopefully you'll see it before Christmas.
Hopefully you see it for Christmas, yeah, because we need to get all sorted before we go on our big journey, which is 4.5 weeks away, and I'm so excited. But to be honest with you, I've not thought about it also for the last few days because I've been preoccupied, so that's been good. So really, I think we're more or less sorted. We just need a couple of visas done on that, but we're more or less sorted with that. Yeah. Anything you want to add, my love?
No, that's it.
So if we see anything exciting, we will let you know, and we will see you in a bit.
And if we see Nessie, we'll definitely let you know.
Oh yeah, Nessie. Check that out, guys. Check that out, put that. So most of you would have heard of Loch Ness because of the Loch Ness monster. So for those of you that never heard of it, if you're not familiar with some parts of the United Kingdom, Scotland has some many lochs, and Loch Ness is very big. How many miles, Kev?
I think it's 26 miles.
26 miles at least. We'll confirm that. A really long stretch of water. And yeah, we're gonna find a park up. We're gonna have some lunch. I see it's starting to. It's trying to rain. You could get boat tours on here. It looks a little bit choppy. You can sail, you can canoe, and if the weather permits, if it's nice enough, I suppose you can swim in it too.
So we found this park up on Park Night. It's not too bad, and the review said that although the road is a little bit busy, I mean that's the A82 just here. It's the main road down the side of Loch Ness. When the traffic dies down, the sound of the waterfall becomes quite loud, and I thought it would be a bit of a walk to the waterfall, but it ain't. It's just over there. That's Loch Ness just over there, and we're actually parked just down the road a bit at the moment because we missed this turn. I'll speak to Willow, but I suspect this is a little bit shady for us. It's all right for one night, I suppose, but we're getting no sun, so this time of the year solar gets a bit few and far between. We'll see what she says. Good morning. What a difference Scotland makes. We just spent the night by the A82 in a lay-by. It wasn't too bad, it was fairly noisy, but it's the main road down the side of Loch Ness. Here we go, check this out. Good night.
Yeah.
The only restrictions we found? Bins. Put your rubbish in the bins. After that, nothing. And there's a lay-by down this bit of road every 500 yards or so.
And look at the clear blue skies. Wow.
Yeah. Just for the record, folks, this is Scotland. That is Loch Ness.
And just for the record, you'll see how much rain we had yesterday. There weren't a puddle there. Yeah, let's just see if we can get there. Where are we going now?
We're going around Loch Ness, so we're about halfway down it at the moment, so we're going to carry on down, and then when we get to the bottom we're going to turn left and then we're going to come up the other side. There's a B road up the other side, and we just found a place that's just above another lock, just over that hill. So yeah, we should be able to have a wander around. Tried to get the drone up here, but the GPS signal's not great, and it wouldn't let me get much above. It certainly wouldn't get me to let me get to the top of the tree line. So I've got some, but
They are pretty tall trees.
yeah, couldn't really see a great deal because I was a bit dubious, and I wasn't about to fly it out over the lock.
No, it's not.
With a dodgy GPS signal.
Yeah.
Don't want to lose it.
So the signal we've noticed up this way is a little bit. We're getting H.
Yeah, that's the phone signal. Mine, it was
Yeah.
the GPS that wasn't.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying about signal anyway.
the
So
phone
we was getting
signal wasn't
H,
great either.
and then like when it quietened down at night time, we managed to get a little bit of bit more of a signal, so we could watch a bit of tube. Yeah, so it's gorgeous. We've got to go for a walk. I haven't been for a walk for well, at least a day. Right, guess who's driving? Oh yeah. See you in a bit. Hello again. So we have parked the van. Oh, I can just about see it. Just over there. And Kevin's just said, let's go to the top of the hill. And I've just had a quick look. So this trail, got a bit of deer poop, takes us to Inverness. We're walking all that way. But look, this is Loch Tarf, Tarff. It's a little lock made by glaciers 10,000 years ago. Wow. Those glaciers sure were busy carving out the land, weren't they?
Yeah.
As you can see, it's obviously a windy place because there's not much in the way of trees, too much up on the hills. And they're gorgeous. So just the other side of these hills, just there, is Loch Ness. So you in Scotland, so you've got to try and pronounce the loch instead of lock, because otherwise that's L-O-C-K rather than L-O-C-H. And this is quite far up in Scotland for those of you that don't live in the UK or know much about it. And yesterday we had a lot of rain and we woke up to blue skies, but as you can see the weather's changing a little bit, so our little walk or hike, whatever you want to call it, might be cut short, but we'll see how far we get. Before we think, no, can't do this.
Yeah, when walking in Scotland, or when walking anywhere, it's important to have the right stuff. But in Scotland, and in a lot of places in the UK, it can be sunny 1 minute and chucking it as snow the next minute.
Yeah. So we're wrapped up. It's definitely deep poop, isn't it?
Big rabbits, sheep.
Oh, big old rabbits. Pellets.
I don't know. Is that that's sheep poop, isn't it? The solid stuff is sheep
Yeah.
poop.
Yeah. It's quite slippery actually as well. The rocks. Just walking on. And quite clearly the animals like to walk along this bit. That's definitely sheep. You're getting a documentary now, aren't you, about the different poops there are. Got some heather. So the saying goes, don't visit Scotland if the heather's not in bloom, and it's in bloom still. Mostly, kind of. We've seen lots of heather, so we're alright. Because I think that's when, it's one part of it, from May, June, July, August, midges, and that's not fun. Oh, I'm already at path, I've only done a few steps. So one of the things I say to you when you come walking, and you've heard me say it a few times, make sure you've got good shoes. So I got myself some new shoes from, I can't remember the name of the shop, I'll tell you in a minute. And I always say to you, keep to the path, because if you start walking across, look how rocky this is, and every now and again you'll come across a little spot, and if you don't keep to the path, you're going to get wet. Also, possibly not this time of year, we're in October, I think it's the 14th, there'll be ground nesting birds, and you won't know that they're there because they're very well camouflaged. So the paths are there for a reason, so I would always encourage you to keep to the paths. And also, it's not so hard to get lost then as well, because once you find a path, it's going to lead you somewhere, isn't it? Because it led many people somewhere before. So yeah, definitely do that. See, look again. Holy boogie. Yeah, the weather's definitely changing, which is a real pain. Okay, so 2 minutes later, the weather's seriously turned. It's really got windy and the rain is starting, and you can see by the look of the sky, it doesn't look like it's going to be a light shower. So we're going to head back to the van as quick as we can. So we're going to get too wet, hopefully. Even if I've got all my waterproofs, which Kevin's got his waterproof coat on, we're still in a tunnel because you don't know how long it's going to stay like that. And this is what you have to understand about places like Wales and Scotland. The weather can turn literally so quickly. So we'll just go back to the van, coffee, we'll group, and that's what we're going to do. It's a bit of a shame, but it's in a bit of Loch Ness anyway, so I'm more than sure you'll see a bit more after this. Yeah, you can see the rain down on by the loch there. Oh, you can hear it now. Woo! I think I'll keep putting my hood on. Whatever, dry quicker than my hood. Whose idea was this?
Right?
Whose idea was this? Honestly, those few minutes and I feel drenched already. That is hard. So we're back at the van. We're dry. I'm glad I didn't put my hoodie up. It's just got a little bit damp around the edge. It's not too bad. We had to change our trousers. We had to change his pants as well as he got that wet. The rain was ice cold. It was so cold. We get back to the van. 2 seconds later, it stopped raining. But so we're going to head now towards John O'Groats. Whether we get there today, I don't know. But we're going to stop off in about an hour or so for lunch anyway. Kev's going to drive because it's his favourite pastime on the windy roads, eh, babes?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, my sort of road.
Yeah. Advantages of van life: you can hang your washing up. Disadvantages of van life: you have wet washing hanging around in your van while you're driving. But hey ho, we're all toasty warm now, aren't we?
Yeah. And the heater in here is very good.
Yeah. So hopefully by the time we stop for lunch, the bits will be mostly dry. So onward, my love.
Onward.
And I think I can put the sun visor away. Welcome to Scotland.
Look at this, guys. Can't get there. Look, bit of a ditch, but they're huge. Look, toadstool mushrooms. Fairy toadstools. That's them. At the size of them, they must be 6-7 inches across. Never seen them that big before. That's pretty cool. Scotland's just pretty cool all round. You know, us Brits are always moaning or talking about the weather. But I suppose if there's one thing that you can say about something coming the other way. If there's one thing you can say about the weather in the UK, it is changing. Look at this. So what, 3 hours ago it was chucking it of rain.
soaked,
Getting us
freezing
soaked,
cold.
freezing cold. And that was about 10 miles that way. I mean, you can see the weather up here, it's great. I love the big skies, you can see the weather coming in.
Oh, we'll have to find out what this bit of river is. Ooh, do you think we're going over that bridge?
I reckon we might be.
Oh, I think we're going over a bridge, people. We're over to bridge.
Oh, we get one, yeah. That's the bridge we're going over. And the bit of water it's going across is the climax of the firth. Was that 109 miles to John O'Groats? That way's inland, and if we come round here, that way goes out to sea. Another bridge. It's almost becoming a bridge channel instead of a wildlife channel. So this is the Dornoch Firth. There was a warning back there for high crosswinds. I don't know if we can pick it up, let's have a look. So we're seeing some of the white. There we go, look, you can see that there's a white line. Not sure what it is, but the best guess is it's the way the tide's running.
It reached a few inches as well.
There things going on. What a difference a country makes. We've just been overtaken by an articulated lorry, on a normal road. So had we been in another country, the reaction would have been, oh man, drivers. But because we're here, Willow's reaction was, I didn't realise I was going that slow.
I was looking at the rainbow.
Yeah, we just seen a fantastic rainbow. We'll stick a picture on it.
I'm supposed to be doing 50 and I was doing 46. He should be doing no more than 50. Just saying. Yeah, I know I don't drive slow, buddy. That's what I say. Speak before you drive. You say this on the road while we're driving. Really? Look at you guys.
Look at this. So, just for the record, normally when I come to Scotland, it rains a lot. So, I'm quite impressed so far. As soon as we're at the back end of, or middle of October. So, yeah. I like Scotland. I've got a lot of time in Scotland. I'm beginning to get more time in Scotland because it looks like the weather's turning in my favour.
So we're going to say goodbye because the GoPro keeps messing around. So really fast, we're going to say goodbye. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
This is very soggy. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Bye, guys. Take
Bye.
care.